Hi, I'm Cole Gertis, and this video is about
Move an outdoor water line.
In this video, I'll show you how to move a water spigot in your yard. Now, these come in a lot of different names: spigot, water faucet, Bibb, hydrant, but they are all the same. Also, the line running to your spigot may be made out of copper or high-density polyethylene or PVC. The line I'm moving is made out of PVC, and while you'll need different techniques for removing or attaching the pieces with the other materials, the rest of the process is relatively similar. Before you begin, shut off the water at the source and double check to make sure no water comes out when you turn it on. This is important because the first step is going to be finding out where your water line currently runs. In order to do that, you're going to have to dig a hole, and you don't want to accidentally puncture the line while it's still active. Once you found the direction it runs, you can dig a trench the length of the line. What I found helpful was to take the shovel and run it along the top of the pipe as you're digging the trench. That way you can feel if there are any bends or couplers attached to the line. It's important to know where the line currently runs so you can decide which connectors you're going to need to get the line where you ultimately want it to go. For me, it turned out to be relatively simple. I just wanted to get the spigot out of the middle of the walkway, and the line happened to run by a post that was already in the ground. So I just cut my line where it ran even with the post and added a 90-degree PVC joint in. For the rest of the water line, I ended up using the same line that was already in the ground because I didn't have any leaks or issues with it before. If my line had ran straight back or didn't go where I had already planned on moving it, I would have had to map out a new path and dig that trench. Here's a pro tip: dig the entire new trench before buying any parts or starting to assemble the line. And that's because once you start digging the trench, you may find that you have other water lines or pipeline or a large tree root that's in the way and may divert the path of what your original plan was. Once your trench is dug and you have all of your connecting parts, it's time to connect the water line. I always do a dry run with it just to make sure that my measurements are correct and everything fits properly. Since I'm using PVC, I applied liberal amounts of PVC glue to the inside and outside of all of the connecting pieces. For the bib or spigot itself, I wrap that in plumber's tape to avoid any leaking. Once the entire line is assembled, it'll take about 2 hours for the PVC glue to cure. I always hold off on burying the line until the PVC glue has completely cured and I'm able to test the line with water pressure. And that's just to make sure that if there is a leak at any of the seams, I can spot it before it's already buried underground. And that's how you move a water line in your yard. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe.